teacher. Today, Paula and I were going to talk about this species that is um, in danger of extinction. So we know this species that is a herbivore porpoise or Vaquita marina, as we know here in Latin America. So let's start.
The Vaquita marina is also known as the Vaquita or Gulf of California garden porpoise. It is critically endangered species of porpoise endemic to the northern part of the Gulf of California. It is the smallest and the most endangered cetacean species. Here are some key points about the Vaquita marina. Appearance. Vaquitas are small porpoise, typically measuring around 1.2 to 1.5 meters. It is about 4 to 5 feet in length and weighing up about 55 kilograms, and it is about 120 pounds. They have a rounded face with dark patches around the eyes and lips, as well as dark rings around their eyes. Habitat. Vaquitas are found exclusively in the northern part of the Gulf of California, also known as the Sea of Cortez, which is a narrow body of the water separating the Baja California Peninsula from the Mexican mainland. They prefer solemn, murky, and coastal waters. Diet. Vaquitas primarily feed on a variety of fish and squid found in their habitat. Threats. Their primary threat to vaquita is bycatch in illegally wild nets used for fishing the totoa fish. Totoaba swims boulders are highly valued in the traditional Chinese medicine, leading to the illegal fishing activities despite a ban of totoa fishing. Vaquitas can become entangled in these nets and drown. Other threats include habitat degradation and pollution. Population. The vaquita is considered the most endangered cetacean species in the world. According to the estimates, there were fewer than 30 individuals left in the wild as of the last reliable survey in 2019. This represents a drastic decline from a population of around 600 individuals in 1997. Conservation efforts. Various conservation efforts have been implemented to protect the vaquita, including bans on gillnet fishing in its habitat, increased enforcement and efforts to combat illegal fishing, and initiatives to promote alternative livelihoods for local fishing communities. However, the vaquita remains in the brink of extinction, and urgent activity is needed to prevent its disappearance from the wild.
Well, as Paul said, I'm going to say like more information about the vaquita. As she said, vaquita. The habitat where this species lives is from the Gulf of California. Inhabits the north part of the Gulf of California. It is also known as the Sea of Cortez. This area is characterized by shallow, murky, and coastal waters with a rich diversity of marine life. As we know, there is a lot of species apart from Vaquita, and including various fish and squid species that serve as the Vaquita's primary food source. So we found some of their types. Then we have the reefs of Vaquita. The Vaquita faces numerous threats to survive, with the primary risks being big cage and illegal gillnets. These gillnets are used to catch another endangered species. As Paul said, the totoaba fish that is prized for its swim bladder in traditional Chinese medicine. It is also despite a ban in a totoaba fishing and illegal fishing activities persist, leading on accidental entanglement of maquitas in the nets. Other risks that include habitat degradation, because of the humans' activities, such as the pollution or unisaltility of fishing practices. Then we have the species. The vaquita is a small cetacean species belonging to the family of Ocoecidae, commonly known as porpoises. It is the smallest and most endangered species of porpoise, with a distinctive appearance characterized by a round face, dark patches around their eyes and their lips, and dark rings around their eyes, as we can see here in this picture. Then we have the endangered. The vaquita is classified as critically endangered by, by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, as well known as IUCN. Its population has experienced a drastic decline in recent decades, primarily due to its catch in illegal killings. As of the last reliable survey in 2019, it is estimated that fewer than 30 individuals remain in the wild, placing the species on the brink of extinction. Then we have the hunting. While the vaquitas itself is not directly hunted, it is indirectly impacted by the hunting of another species. As we know, and as we said before, it is especially because of the totoaba fish. The swim bladders of the totoaba are highly valued in traditional Chinese medicine, and they make these illegal fishing activities despite a ban on totoaba fishing. Vaquitas often become entangled and drowned in the gillness set for totoaba, resulting in significant mortality rates. And then we have the conservation efforts, as Paul said. Here, this is aimed at protecting the vaquita, include bans on gillnet fishing in its habitat, and increase enforcement efforts to combat the illegal fishing, as we said before, and initiatives to promote alternative livelihoods for local fishing communities. So we want to reach um, making another practices for people that fish. Additionally, conservation organizations work to raise awareness about the vaquita's plight and support research efforts to better understand its biology and ecology. And however, despite these efforts, the vaquita remains critically endangered, and urgent action is needed to prevent extinction from this species. The vaquita is endangered primarily due to human activities, as we said, and that directly and indirectly impact its habitat and population. Here are some of the key reasons why the vaquita is endangered. First, we have the bycatch. The primary threat to vaquita populations is bycatch in illegal killings. Um, as we said before, is for the medicine from another places, and this is something that we have to take care of if we want to prevent the extinction. Then we have, as we said before, the illegal fishing. Despite bans and all these other things that we talk about, illegal fishing activities persist due to the high value of the different species that we found in it, and how by this we know how can we make damage to other species even if we don't want to. Then we have the habitat degradation. As we know, the human activities such as pollution, habitat destruction, and use of sustainable fishing practices contribute to habitat degradation, especially in the Gulf of California. And as we say, it greatly affects to this species that is in danger. This degradation can disrupt the vaquita's habitat and food sources, impacting in this and how they can survive and how they cannot adapt to the new spaces because they are contaminated.
Small population size. The vaquita has a naturally small population size and low reproductivity rate, making it particularly vulnerable to threats such as bycatch. With fewer than 30 individuals remaining in the wild as the last of reliable survey, the species is at risk of extinction due to the genetic factors and demographic um, stochasticity. Lack of effective conservation measures. Despite conservation efforts aimed at protecting the vaquita, such as bans of gillnet fishing and increased enforcement efforts, these measures have been insufficient to halt the species decline. Illegal fishing activities continue to pose a significant threat to vaquita populations, highlighting the need for more effective conservation strategies and international cooperation. Overall, the endangered status of the vaquita is primarily a result of humanization threats, particularly bycatch in illegal fishing activities targeting another endangered species. The totoaba fish urgent and concerned efforts are needed to address these threats and prevent the vaquita from becoming extinct. Thank you.